What's up, guys? What's up? Welcome back to the chat. What's up? What's up? Boogie back again, guys. You see the title? I'm just gonna wait for a few people to come in here. You see the title? You see what's going on? As you come into the chat, just help me and smash the like button so more people can see that we are live. We got a show to get to. Um, just click the like button as you're coming in. Support your boy. Subscribe. Just let me know you can hear me. Put a one in the chat, like the videos you're coming in. We're about to get active, man. It's Sunday fun day. Like the video, we're about to get started. I'm just gonna wait a few more minutes for a few more people to come into the chat, and then we get the show started. What's up, guys? How's your Sunday going? Sunday fun day. Are you ready for the week? Um, don't forget to like the video as you come in. Subscribe if you're new. Support your boy, support your boy. Like the video as you're coming in. I'm just waiting like maybe 2 or 3 minutes and then we're gonna get started. You see the title. Women don't want perfect men anymore. They didn't want the nice guys, they didn't want the good guys. Now they're saying if you're perfect, they hate you. It's not that they don't like you, no, they hate perfect men. Like every single day, it seems like dating and marriage just gets crazier and crazier. So, like the videos are coming in, we're about to get started. We got a nice show. I got a nice show for you guys. There have so many videos we're going to be going through. So, as you're coming in, just like the video, like the video, like the video. I'm going to wait for a few more likes, just like the video, a few more likes, and then we get started. Everybody else will find us on our way. You hear me? Just like the video, I'm about to get started. You see the title, you see on the screen, women are tired of perfect men. I know it's crazy. I don't have all the answers, but we're going to talk about it, right? So, for those of you guys who are good men, who are nice guys, who want to do everything, because mind you, no one is perfect. But apparently, we have a woman who says she got a perfect husband. He does everything she has wanted, but she just hates him. I don't know how that helps men. I don't know how that helps dating. I don't know how that, because some women like to say there's not enough good men out here. And then we have women talking about they don't like good guys, they don't like perfect men. How that's going to work out for them, I have no idea. But that's what they're saying, right? So if you're just coming in, like the video, I'm going to wait maybe 2 more minutes and then we're going to get started to the show. But just do me a favor, guys, as you're coming in, just like the video, if you want to show me support, you can see my links down below. You get the super chat. If you want to send me a cash app, you can see it right there on this in the chat. It's cash app BUGIER. That's Boogie R. Whatever you want to do, but most importantly, you don't have to send me any money. You don't have to show me any support through money. Just like the video. That's all I'm asking for. Like the video, because when you like the video, more people are gonna be notified that I am live, and then they can come join the show. All right. So you see the first video. You see the title down below. You see the title of the video. Women don't like perfect men, because I know some of you guys are really doing your best. Some of you guys still believe in love. I wouldn't say I still believe in love, right? I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't believe in love anymore. And you can't blame me. You're gonna have to blame women, because women say they care more about the money than the love. We're gonna talk about it, right? So personally, I don't believe in love anymore. Um, some of you guys do. Some of you guys are looking to get married. Some of you guys are still looking for your queen. You're still looking for the woman who's gonna say the vows and stay with you till death do you part. You know what? I'm starting to think that the reason vows, wedding vows when people get married and they say all these things, oh, for rich and for poor. I honestly believe the reason they came up with a strategy of making people say their vows on wedding dates, on wedding on when they're getting married, is because they know whoever came up with that idea knew that it's not real. Whoever came up with the idea of telling people to come up with vows they have to abide by is because they also knew if they don't try to make it sound like someone has to say certain words to commit to the marriage, they knew people would be leaving. That's why they tell people to repeat after. Usually the priest is like, repeat after me. Are you so and so willing to get married to this person through rich and poor, through sickness and in health, through death do you part? I honestly believe the reason they use those vows is because they know human beings can easily move on. Human beings get bored, right? So for me, I've come to a conclusion that if love was real, people would not need to say those vows. Because I mean, if you love someone, why would you need to say vows to make you committed? You love a person, right? So saying a few words and a few vows doesn't mean that you guys are going to be together forever. You don't have to say vows to prove you love somebody. But they came up with the idea of telling people to say certain words to make them, to hold them accountable, because they knew at some point love wasn't real and people are going to break up, people are going to get divorced. Because why else would you make someone say vows? The only reason people say vows on wedding days, this is my own take, and literally this is something I just came up with. I just thought about it. I'm like, this doesn't make sense. The reason they tell people to say vows on the wedding night, on the wedding day, in church, in front of God and everybody else, because they know human beings don't really love each other. Human beings are there for survival. But if you say vows, they can hold you accountable, right? Let's say a woman wants to divorce a man. Most people are going to be like, are you not going to abide by the vows you said on your wedding day? Are you just going to break your vows that you made in front of God? Are you are you a liar? God is watching you. All the people you say vows in front of people, how are they going to look at you after you get divorced? That's the only reason they make people say vows. But when you look at it, people still break up, even with all the vows they say on wedding days and in front of thousands and thousands of people, in front of priests, in the church, in front of God. People still file for divorce. They still leave each other. They still don't stay together till death do them part. All right. So why continue to say those vows? To me, they're useless. Because at the end of the day, all human beings know human beings get bored and they move on. So why make people say vows that you know don't really work? We have seen vows don't really work, but people still continue to say those vows. So, I just wanted to give you that introduction, something I just thought about recently, that vows are a BS. People need to stop saying those vows on wedding days. Because if love was real, because I know some of you guys still believe in love, if love was real, you wouldn't need to say those vows. Because if you really love someone, saying a few words, a few vows in front of the priest and God and everybody else doesn't mean you really love somebody, right? So, anyway, let's get into it. This woman says she's tired of her perfect husband, her perfect man, right? So we're gonna be going through the video, and then we have another video where the woman, pretty much the first two videos I'm gonna play, they really showcase, number one, that being a perfect guy is not enough anymore. That just because you do everything for a woman doesn't mean she's going to stay with you. Doesn't mean because you're married to a woman and you're perfect to her, doesn't mean she's going to stay with you till death do you guys part. Doesn't mean she's going to abide by the marriage vows. Doesn't mean because you're a perfect husband, you're a perfect boyfriend, that she'll never leave you. Because I have something I always tell you guys, that when you meet a woman, right? So you guys out here dating, or you've been with a woman for some time, or you're looking to find a new woman. When you meet a woman, right? And this is my opinion. This is how I look at things. So right now, if you're listening to me, you're literally tapping into Boogie's mind. When you meet a woman, Number one, if she's not a virgin. Number two, is if she's 25 and above. I usually say 30, but from 25 and above. Or let's say 30. If you meet a woman, she's not a virgin, she's 30 years old. She has been in relationships before. Chances are she has literally met a man that did everything you want to do for her. But ask yourself this question. If she has met if the chances are high, right? Because women get hit on like all the time, right? They get approached by so many guys, whether it's dating apps, in person, um, you know, Instagram, social media, Facebook. Women get hit on by men. They get approached, whether at work, at school. So women get approached. Now imagine you meet a woman who's 30 or 35. She has been approached since she was in high school, right? The high school students, her fellow high school boys, the students, her fellow students were approaching her, right? So if she was getting approached in high school, so you meet her when she's 30 or 35, she has been really approached for almost 15 to 20 years. Chances are she has met a good guy in those 15 years. So you mean to tell me she has met good guys and she couldn't keep any of them? So you mean to tell me just because you are being a good guy to her, that somehow it's going to make her stay with you forever? Like there is nothing good you're going to do for that woman that no other man has ever done for her. Meaning everything you're doing for that woman, or you want to do for your future woman, for your future wife, she has met a man who has done those same things for her. She has met a tall guy. She has met a rich guy. Most women have come across a man of means. He may not be the richest. He may not be Jeff Bezos. He may not be Elon Musk. But most women have met guys who have good money or who have spent money on them. Because it's one thing to have money and it's another to spend it on them. Because some rich guys don't spend money on women like that, right? So chances are she has met a guy who has money, a tall guy, a guy with a bigger dick than you, a guy with maybe better sex than you, a more romantic guy. She has met a guy who texts and calls her every single day, every single night, right? She has met a guy who sends her money. She has met a guy who has sent her money. She has met a guy who takes her shopping. So chances are, if you are dating right now, if you're looking for a girl or you have a girlfriend, chances are she has met a good guy. So ask yourself a question. Why is she going to stay with you, but she couldn't stay with the other good guys? What do you think you're going to do so different that it's going to make her stay with you forever for 50, 60, 70, 80 years? Let's say for 50 years, because some people it's very rare to find people who have been married for 20 plus years these days. Let's even say 20 years. What makes you so special, different from all the guys she has met, that she's going to stay with you for 20 years? I'm just posing a question, because some guys don't ask themselves this question. What makes you think that the woman you are looking for, the woman you're currently dating, right, that just because you're a good guy, she's going to stay with you for 20 years? She has met good guys before. She has met taller guys. She has met more handsome guys than you. She has been taken to expensive dinner dates. She has met guys who are more romantic. She has met guys who have given her flowers. She has met guys who call her every day. But she didn't stay with those guys, right? So you, the new good guy, what makes you think she's going to stay with you? That's the question I want you guys to ask yourselves. I'm not saying don't date. I'm not saying don't get married, because I understand some guys are really suckers for love. Some guys really believe in love and stuff like that. I understand. I'm just saying, ask yourself a question. When you meet a woman, what makes you so different from all the other? Are you saying you're much better than every guy she has ever met? Are you saying you're the Prince Charming? God told her, oh, this is Boogie. Boogie's going to be your one and only. Are you saying you're the best guy she has ever met? If we know you're not the best guy she has ever met, so what makes you think she's going to stay with you? So In the video I'm about to play, you're going to see that this woman clearly says she has a perfect man, but she hates him. And it's also going to show you, and then the next video I'm going to play, it's going to show you that a man will do everything for a woman. And even then, it's not enough. Meaning, whatever you do for a woman, literally, good or bad, it's how she sees it. Meaning, today, she may say, take me to an expensive dinner. And you take her to an expensive dinner today, you try to do the same thing tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow she doesn't want an expensive dinner anymore. Which that means whatever you do for a woman, it's about how she sees it, how she feels, right? That's why some women prefer shopping, other women don't like shopping. Some women prefer money, some women prefer flowers. Some women prefer texts, some women prefer calls. Meaning, whatever you think you're going to do for a woman, it doesn't matter if it's good or bad. It doesn't matter how many good things you do for a woman. What matters is what she feels. Meaning, whatever you do is really based on how she feels. So before you do a good thing for a woman, it's not because she's gonna like you because you're a good guy. No, she's gonna like you based on how she feels. So you could buy your woman a new house, a new car, but only if that day she was feeling bad, she's not gonna appreciate it. And we're gonna see in the videos I'm about to play. So let's get to the first video.
I don't know if I want to continue doing this every single day of my life. Like, always checking in with someone, always having to consider their feelings, it's always somebody else. You're never alone. Even if it's absolutely worth it, I don't think it is. Even if you found the most perfect man, it's not worth it. It's not, like, it's always gonna be best to just, like, be alone. And maybe that's why so many men tell older women they're gonna be alone and be so sad. I'm sad with a great man. Like, imagine living a fairy tale and it's nothing like you imagined it. You're living your literal fairy tale and it's not what you want. It's not what you want. Even if you think that you want it, even if it's exactly what you dreamed of, it's still just, I don't know if I want to continue doing this every single day of my life. Like, always checking in with someone, always having to consider their feelings, it's always somebody else. You're never alone. Even if it's absolutely worth it, I don't think it is. Even if you found the most perfect man, it's not worth it. It's not, like, it's always gonna be best to just, like, be alone. And maybe that's why so many men tell older women they're gonna be alone and be so sad. I'm sad with a great man. Like, imagine living a fairy tale and it's nothing like you imagine it. You're living your little fairy tale and it's not what you want. It's not what you want. Even if you think that you want it, even if it's exactly what you dreamed of, it's still just, I don't know.
So exactly tell me how. Because eventually she's gonna divorce this guy. Right. Eventually she's gonna be bored. Oh, he's not making her feel. Remember, for them, it's about how they feel. It doesn't matter how perfect of a guy you are. It doesn't matter how many good things you do as a man. It's about their feelings, right? So eventually she's gonna divorce him because she doesn't feel happy. She doesn't feel satisfied. She doesn't feel loved. Or women sometimes even have a thing they say, I don't know, he doesn't know how to love me right. Yeah, he's a good man, but he doesn't know how to love me right. Only to find out what she means by love her right is that instead of three trips, he can only afford one. Hence, he doesn't know how to love me right because he doesn't take me to multiple trips a year. He doesn't love me right because he doesn't send me money. He's a good guy, but he doesn't love me right because he doesn't send me money. So again, everything you do for a woman, it's not that you're not a good guy. Remember, it's about their feelings. You don't make her feel a certain way. So she's going to divorce this guy eventually, if she hasn't already divorced him, because, like, in her own words, he's a perfect guy, but she hates the fact she just doesn't, she's not happy, right? So she's going to leave this guy because he doesn't make her happy. Then she's going to meet you, and then it's going to be the same cycle. In the beginning, you guys connect, everything you do makes her happy. She's going to thank God. She's going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe I met a man like you. You're so perfect. You're so good to me. I never thought God will bring me another man. And then 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, and then she's going to become the same exact woman the way she was before with her ex-husband. And then something's just going to snap like that. And everything you've been doing for her, she's going to get bored. She's going to start either she's going to look on social media and start compare whatever you do for her, comparing herself to what other women, get from their men. Because they do that, guys, if you didn't know, on social media. Like, for example, if you buy her a car, she's going to go on social media and she's going to see what type of cars other women are getting. So you're going to buy a new Kia, and then her girlfriend is going to get a Range Rover, and then she's going to start looking at you sideways. She's like, how come my man doesn't give me a Range Rover? Even if she knows you can't afford it. But a seed is going to be planted in her brain of thinking, I deserve a Range Rover. If Sarah, my friend, can get a Range Rover from her boyfriend, from her husband, I deserve a Range Rover. And that's really human nature. We like to compare ourselves to other people. I do it too. Now, I'm not delusional. I come back to my senses to be like, okay, that's their blessing, whatever it is. Let me focus and appreciate what I have. But for them, they're always competing with their girlfriends, right? So she divorces the ex-husband. She comes to you. The first 3 months, even sometimes it could take 5 years for the spark, for the honeymoon phase. And then before you know it, you're thinking, I thought I was enough. You told me you love me. You told me I'm a perfect guy. And then before you know it, it's going to be the same cycle. I'm bored. He's a good guy, but I don't know what to do. I don't feel the spark anymore. And then she's going to divorce you. And then she's going to go to the next guy. And this is what I was telling you guys. When you meet a woman, you need to ask yourself a question. I'm a good guy. Am I the best guy she has ever met? Am I the tallest? Am I the most handsome? Am I the richest guy? Am I the most romantic? Do I have the best dick? Do I give her the best sex? Chances are that maybe 97% it's a no. 97% chance she has met all those types of guys. So what makes you think, if she has met good guys, that you are going to be the guy she stays with? This woman literally said she hates the fact that she has a good guy, and she's bored and she's crying. She's crying because she has a perfect guy. But I can guarantee you, after she divorces this guy, she's going to pray to God to send her another different good guy. This is what happens. They divorce the good guy, they break up with a good guy, and then they pray to God to send them another good man. And it's like, is God dumb? Do you think God is dumb that he's just going to give you good men? You divorce them, break up with them, then you pray to him to give you another one. Then he sends you another one. You divorce him because you're bored. And then he's supposed to keep sending you good men as you leave them. Like, is God that dumb? I'm telling you, she's going to pray to God for a new man. I'm telling you.
I don't know if I want to continue doing this every single day of my life. Like, always checking in with someone, always having to consider their feelings, it's always somebody else. You're never alone. Even if it's absolutely worth it, I don't think it is. Even if you found the most perfect man, it's not worth it. It's not, like, it's always gonna be best to just, like, be alone. And maybe that's why so many men tell older women they're gonna be alone and be so sad. I'm sad with a great man. Like, imagine living a fairy tale and it's nothing like.
She says she's sad with a great man. Oh my God. She says she's sad with a great man. Yo, we are cooked. She's sad with a great man, but I can guarantee you, before she found that so-called great man, she was praying to God to send her a great man. Other women right now are praying to God to send them a great man. And then they're going to go through the same cycle. They're going to get the great man, the good guy, the one who worships the ground they walk on, the one who does everything, the one who calls them, who takes them out, takes them shopping, takes them on trips. Literally, things men do in relationships, they do because women ask for them. If it was up to us men, we would just come home, get our food, watch a movie. That's it. Men are so boring. Like majority of things you see, when you see a man with a woman out shopping, when you see a man and a woman out to the movies, when you see a man and a woman out on dinner dates, when you see a man and a woman out on trips, when you see a man and a woman trying to buy a new car, when you see a man and a woman moving states, 99% it's usually the woman who's telling that man to do those things for her so she can feel. Remember, guys, it goes back to the feelings for them. It goes back to the feelings for them. That's why a woman will literally tell you, buy me a new car. We're going to watch a video about that. A woman will tell you, buy me a new car, baby. You'll buy her a new car. And then, because it's not the car she wanted, she will feel like you didn't do anything nice for her. She'll be like, why did you give me a Kia instead of a Range Rover? My friends have Range Rovers. Are you saying I'm not good enough? Are you saying I'm not worthy? Are you saying how come other husbands buy their women Range Rovers? How come the husbands buy them Mercedes Benzes? Because remember, it's about their way they feel. Right? So what am I trying to say just watching this video? All I'm saying is, guys, whatever you do for a woman, good or bad, but right now we're talking about good, right? Because if you do something bad, that's obvious. She's not going to like it. But if you do something good, it doesn't guarantee that you're a good man. It depends how she makes her feel. Because men are simple. Like if a man gives you $10, $20, $30, $100, $1,000, and you didn't really ask for it, you're going to be appreciative as a man. You're going to be like, yeah, that's a good guy. But for a woman, if she asks for money and you give her $20 rather than 100, it doesn't mean she's going to appreciate it. She's going to look at you like you're cheap, you're broke. Now, it all depends on which type of woman. Some women, you may give them $20 and they appreciate it. Some women, you give them $1,000 and they don't appreciate it. The point is, when you do something good for a woman, it's not guaranteed. Because some of you guys do nice things for a woman, and you're thinking, because I did something nice for her, she should worship the ground I walk on. She's going to be nice to me. She's going to respect me. She's never going to leave me. She's going to love me because I got her flowers and I took her out a nice date. No, anything good you do for a woman, do it because you want to do it. But don't do it because you expect something nice from her or for her to do anything nice for you back, for her to reciprocate. No, do it because you want to do it. Because just because you do it again, it doesn't mean she's going to love you. It doesn't mean she's going to appreciate it. It just depends on how she feels on that day also. Because like I said, you may take your woman out on a trip this month and she will love the trip. And then next month, you may try to do the same thing and she will hate the trip. Why? Because she doesn't feel good that month. It's the same action that you did last month and she worshipped the ground you walk on and she said you're the best man ever. But then when you try to do the same thing next month, she'll be like, he doesn't love me anymore. It's like he did the exact same thing, but only because of how she feels. So next video. All right, like the video, guys. Let me see who's in the chat. Who's in the boogie army right now? Let me see the comments. Let's see. Alice Tara Fennell says it's no wonder why women like her die alone. Yeah. They die alone, true, but it's like you think they care? I don't think they care. And the reason they don't care is because they live in the delusional land for so long. You know, once upon a time, they could wake up when they were like 30, 35. But now we have seen women who are even 60 years old, who are still in delusional land, looking for the rich guy, looking for Prince Charming. And it's like, lady, you are 60 years old. Let's say from the time you're 20 years old, men have been approaching you. Surely you met some good men from the time you're 20 to the time you're 60 years old. You met some good men, and you're still out here asking God to send you a good man. Like the delusion, they live in it until forever. So yeah, they will die single, but they won't even, they will die alone, but they will, even on their deathbed, they're probably going to be asking God to send them a good man. It's crazy. All right, you guys ready for the next video? All right, hold on. So we're gonna see this where at the stage. Hold on. This is gonna showcase what I was just talking about, where you as a man, you're gonna do something nice for a woman, but that doesn't mean because you're being a good guy, you're doing something nice, that she's going to appreciate it. It's how it makes her feel. That's why I said you will get two types of women. You give one woman $10, she will like it today, and then the next day you try to give her $10 and she's not going to like it. She's going to call you broke. She's going to call you dusty. She's going to call you cheap, right? And then you get another woman, you give her $100 and she also doesn't like it. It's like, just because you gave her money, just because you did something good for her, doesn't mean she's going to appreciate it. All right, so without further ado, let's go.
All right, open your eyes.
What is this?
Turn around.
Babe, this isn't a Cadillac.
It's a Jeep Wagoneer. It's just as nice as a Cadillac.
Bought this.
I bought it for you.
Are you messing with me right now?
No, you said this. You wanted an SUV for the family. This is.
I said I wanted a Cadillac. This is not a Cadillac. Why would you spend money on? How much was this thing?
It was.
A lot of money when you should have got a Cadillac.
This is very similar. I looked up stuff that's similar to the Cadillac. This is very.
Why would you try to surprise me with something similar when I asked you for a Cadillac?
You could sit in it and look in it, and you'll see.
I'm about to.
You'll see it's very similar.
Can you return it?
I don't think it works like that.
You're not posting this because
This is. It's paid for. Like it's.
I mean, it's pretty, but it's not a Cadillac. I just wanted a Cadillac. That's what I asked for. And you said we couldn't get it.
What do you guys think about that? All right, just because you do something nice for a woman doesn't mean she's going to appreciate it. Guys, stop doing nice things for women expecting any reciprocation. Stop doing nice things for women thinking that the action alone is going to guarantee that she likes you, that the action alone is going to guarantee that she loves you forever, that the action alone is going to guarantee that she's going to appreciate that you are a good guy. Because as men, logically, if someone does something good, that's a good person. But for women, you have to do something good and then you have to wait to see how it makes them feel, right? You would think that if someone does something nice for you, you will appreciate it, especially if you didn't work hard to get that said thing. Because all this man did was get this woman a car. That she was asking for a car, but I can guarantee you she didn't work hard for it. He was just trying to be a good husband, but that wasn't enough. What did she do? She decided to literally make this guy regret. Did you guys hear the hurt, the pain in his voice when he was trying to tell her it's almost the same thing? Because as a man, think about it like this, guys. If you ask someone to buy you a certain type of car, I'm guessing you don't really have a car, right? You didn't give them money. It's not like you paid for the car yourself. It's not like you know, it's not like there's a law that says they should buy you a car. As a man, if I told someone, hey, listen, buy me a Range Rover, right? And they bought me a Toyota, I would appreciate it. At least they put effort. So as a man, it's logical that, hey, listen, I wanted a Range Rover. They couldn't get a Range Rover. They got me a Toyota. I would appreciate it because I didn't spend my own money, right? It's not like I deserved it. It's not like there was a law. It's not like it was written somewhere that they should buy me a car. They were just buying me what they could afford. They bought me with their own money. It's not like I gave them my own money. As a man, I would appreciate that. But when it comes to love and relationships, when you do something nice for your woman, she's gonna feel like she's entitled to it. She's gonna feel like she deserves it. And she thinks if she tells you, buy me a Gucci bag, buy me a Chanel bag, and you buy her a Michael Kors bag, and you buy her a what? What are some cheap bags? Whatever cheap bag, cheaper bags, even if it's a good bag, she's gonna be like, why didn't you buy me a Chanel? And it's like, baby, common sense will tell you that I only bought this because this is what I could afford. In her mind, it's gonna be like, no, you don't love me anymore. I said I want a Cadillac. Why did you buy me a different type of car? It's like, that's what I could afford. Maybe you could say thank you. Maybe you could be like, I'll be patient. I know this is what you could afford for now. So guys, when you do something nice for a woman in a relationship, it doesn't guarantee she's going to appreciate it, especially if it's different from what she asked for. And in that moment, she's going to think you don't love her. I know, guys, it doesn't make sense, but in that moment, she's going to think you don't love her just because you couldn't get her exactly what she wanted.
All right, open your eyes.
What is this?
Turn around.
Babe, this isn't a Cadillac.
It's a Jeep Wagoneer. It's just as nice as a Cadillac.
Bought this.
I bought it for you.
Are you messing with me right now?
No, you said this. You wanted an SUV for the family.
I
This is.
said I wanted a Cadillac. This is not a Cadillac. Why would you spend money on? How much was this thing?
It was.
A lot of money. When you should have got a Cadillac.
This is very similar. I looked up stuff that's similar to the Cadillac. This is very.
Why would you try to surprise me with something similar when I asked you for a Cadillac?
You could sit in it and look in it, and you'll see.
I'm about to.
You'll see it's very similar.
Can you return it?
I don't think it works like that.
There is no way this guy, if they did get divorced, because for me personally, I'm not gonna lie, this would be it. For me personally, I wouldn't live with someone who's so unappreciative of my efforts. Because men really put in their best foot forward to try to impress women. Because remember, most men in relationships, probably 99% of relationships, men are trying to impress women. Women never try to impress men. That's why, for the most part, women believe they're the prize, because as a man, you have to work, make the money, take on dates, send her love letters, text messages, call her, do all these things for her, buy me flowers, buy me gifts, take me out, shopping, trips. As a man, it's like we are on this machine all the time. It's like trying, when you're using bait to catch a fish, it's like we're always throwing bait to a woman to like us. Not to do anything nice for us, not to reciprocate, but to like us. So that's why women believe they're the prize, because men have been groomed and literally raised to do things to impress a woman, right? So there is no way, personally, I would ever stay in this relationship. This would be the last day. I would get the car. I would take the car back, whether I get my money back or not. If a woman showed me this kind of unappreciation, I would get the car, take the car back, and that will be the end of it. That will be the end of relationship, sign the marriage papers, and I'm gone, never to be a good guy again. There's no man who would, some guys would, but majority of men would never go through this and want to be good guys anymore, or want to ever want to do anything nice for a woman. And some women are going to be like, oh, you chose the wrong woman. But I'm sure if we asked all your ex-boyfriends, you probably did something like that to them as well. Because women like to say, you just chose the wrong woman. There's some good women, some there's still good women out here. But it's like, if you're a good woman, you would be in a relationship, but you're single. You have 10 ex-boyfriends. So how good of a woman are you? Because if we asked your boyfriends, your ex-boyfriends, to tell us exactly how you treated them, it should probably be the same thing. Right? So the whole find a good woman, I don't believe in that. All right. What are you guys saying in the chat? Don't forget, guys, just like the video when you come into the chat. Let's see. Ali Stair says in 5 years she will start a YouTube channel bashing women using misandry talking points like Cynthia G. Facts. And the reason being is Cynthia G. I heard, I don't know if it's true. I just watched some people talk on YouTube. She's a single mom with 2 or maybe 3 baby daddies. So after a couple of bad decisions, obviously they're gonna come to the internet and say how all men are bad. But like I said, every woman you meet has encountered a good guy, and she couldn't keep him. And the reason why they couldn't keep a good guy is because their entire life they've been taught to expect men to do things for them. They were never taught to do anything good for a man. So eventually, even the good guy will get tired of being a good guy if he doesn't get any reciprocation, because men are waking up, which is something women don't like. Women don't like the fact that men are waking up and trying to demand women to bring something to the table. And when men ask, what do you bring to the table? Some women are going to shame them. Some women are going to say, I'm the table. And then some women are going to say, I bring my degree and my education. It's like, that's not what we're looking for. Right? Like the video. We got another video I'm going to be playing. Let me change the banner right here. This woman is going to be talking about why they have kids with bad boys. Right? Hold on. All right. Okay. All right, give me 1 second. All right.
I stopped dating street dudes when a man told me, and I'm actually happy that he had the balls to tell me this, because he said verbatim, first time that me and you do anything, I'm going to get you pregnant. I have to leave a seed up in the world because I know that there's folks out here that want me dead because of the shit that I did, or I'm finna go to prison. And where I'm from, it's really hard to not talk to somebody that's not in the streets, from the streets, or at least been up in the streets. But I really had to break away from dating men like that, because I started to understand that a lot of them, they treat the women in their lives the way that they do. They trying to have fun and shit like that, because they know that they probably not going to be walking around free for much longer. Or they might not be walking around, period, for much longer. And that's why I try to get a lot of girls to understand, if you want to just have fun, you want to do your thing, use protection, make sure you want some type of birth control or something, and, have fun, do your thing. But, bitch, if you know that you want to be up in a serious relationship, if you know that you not on none of that type of timing, stop romanticizing hood men, because a lot of women do that. Sometimes y'all just be wanting to date somebody from the streets, not even because you're around men like that and because you genuinely like them. It's because you're chasing the aesthetic. Now, when that aesthetic fuck around and get your ass pregnant, you're going to be looking stupid. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just trying to let you know. I stopped dating street dudes when a man told me, and I'm actually happy that he had the balls to tell me this, because he said verbatim, first time that me and you do anything, I'm going to get you pregnant. I have to leave a seed up in the world because I know that there's folks out here that want me dead because of the shit that I did, or I'm finna go to prison. And where I'm from, it's really hard to not talk to somebody that's not in the streets, from the streets, or at least been up in the streets. But I really had to break away from dating men like that, because I started to understand that a lot of them, they treat the women in their lives the way that they do. They trying to have fun and shit like that, because they know that they probably not going to be walking around free for much longer. or they might not be walking around, period, for much longer. And that's why I try to get a lot of girls to understand, if you want to just have fun, you want to do your thing, use protection, make sure you want some type of birth control or something, and have fun, do your thing. But bitch, if you know that you want to be up in a serious relationship, if you know that you not on none of that type of timing, stop romanticizing hood men, because a lot of women do that. Sometimes y'all just be wanting to date somebody from the streets, not even because you're around men like that and because you genuinely like them. It's because you're chasing the aesthetic. Now, when that aesthetic fuck around and get your ass pregnant, you're going to be looking stupid. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just trying to let you know.
It's crazy the fact that they are actually admitting to dating straight dudes. And in my opinion, street dudes are really the bad boys. So we're talking about drug dealers, gangsters, men who commit crime, in and out of prison, in and out of jail. They don't follow the law. They have that weird, persona of a bad boy, right? Everything bad boy. It's crazy that they're admitting to actually dating them. As men, we knew this, but they like to say they like the good guys. But what we have seen is that they will date the street dudes. They will have kids with them, right? Because this woman dating a street dude, she'll have a baby with a street dude. But then if she dates a good guy, she will try to abort the good guy's kid. When she dates a good guy, she's going to take a plan B. When she dates a bad boy, she's going to let him shoot up the club. It's crazy how that happens. And what really bothers most men is the fact that after they date these street boys, these street dudes, the hood dudes, the bad boys, the gangsters and the killers, the guys who are in and out of prison, in and out of jail, after they have babies with them and dating them, then 10, 15 years later, she's going to want the good guys. Now she knows herself. Now she wants a stable guy with a stable job, one who doesn't commit crime, one who follows the law. Now she wants that type of guy when she's 40, 45 to accept her with a kid from the bad boys. And then she will say, I know my worth. I learned my mistakes. I was younger. What's the new thing they like to say these days? Oh, yeah. They like to say, my frontal lobe wasn't developed. I was just having fun. It's all in the past. Okay, I have 3 kids by 3 different street dudes, but I was younger. Now I know better. I know what I want. It's like, I'm just supposed to take you because you claim your standards are higher and you know what you want in life. I mean, you rejected me because I had nothing, because I didn't own a gun, because I couldn't shoot shit up, because I wasn't going in and out of jail, because I wasn't cool enough. You rejected me. Now, 15 years later, you want me because I have a job with a pension and, doing my own thing, and you want stability now. For some reason, 15 years later, now they care so much about a man who is stable, a good man, a man who goes to church. They didn't require the street dudes to be going to church. But you, the guy, the new guy, the good guy, you better be going to church, right? You better be a man of God, because now she knows Jesus and she's saved. It's crazy.
I stopped dating street dudes when a man told me, and I'm actually happy that he had the balls to tell me this, because he said verbatim, first time that me and you do anything, I'm going to get you pregnant. I have to leave a seed up in the world because I know that there's folks out here that want me dead because of the shit that I did, or I'm finna go to prison. And where I'm from, it's really hard to not talk to somebody that's not in the streets, from the streets, or at least been up in the streets. But I really had to break away from dating men like that, because I started to understand that a lot of them, they treat the women in their lives the way that they do. They trying to have fun and shit like that, because they know that they probably not going to be walking around free for much longer. Or they might not be walking around, period, for much longer. And that's why I try to get a lot of girls to understand, if you want to just have fun, you want to do your thing, use protection, make sure you want some type of birth control or something, and, have fun, do your thing. But bitch, if you know that you want to be up in a serious relationship, if you know that you not on none of that type of timing, stop romanticizing hood men, because a lot of women do that. Sometimes y'all just be wanting to date somebody from the streets, not even because you're around men like that and because you genuinely like them. It's because you're chasing the aesthetic. Now, when that aesthetic fuck around and get your ass pregnant, you're going to be looking stupid. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just trying to let you know. I stopped dating street dudes when a man...
Did you guys know that those bad boys have more kids than the good guys? You guys have heard about the statistic that I think men anywhere from the age of 18 to 25 or to 30 don't really date much. You have heard of the single man, no, the men's loneliness epidemic, where men are not going on dates, men are not having sex like that. Yet, the women are having fun out here. I can guarantee you, when they do statistics like that, it doesn't include the straight dudes. It doesn't include the hood dudes. It doesn't include the bad boys, the one who are always in and out of jail. Because the woman who doesn't want to call you, the woman who doesn't want to text you, some of those women are the ones who call men in jail, in prison. They drive to go see men in jail, men in prison. They put more effort to go see men who are in jail compared to men who are out here. A woman will literally have a baby daddy in jail, in prison, and she will do everything for him, whatever he says. But then she will have a good guy trying to shoot his shot who has never committed a crime, and she would try to make him jump through hoops. And for some reason, they always have babies with them. Okay, you want to mess around with a bad boy, sure, but they always have babies with them, and then they want the good guy to come clean up. I think that's where most guys have an issue with it. Most guys will be okay being stepdads if only they are not expected to be the cleanup man, because most guys are waking up right now. Obviously, women don't like it, but most men are waking up. What do you guys think about that? Crazy times we live in. All right. I got more videos for you guys. Don't worry. I got more videos for you. We're going to go to Nick Cannon, man. Nick Cannon and other rich men are refusing to get married, and women don't like it. Because honestly, personally, I believe that when men say we're not getting married, we don't want to marry women because they're not marriage material anymore, when men are saying these women are not good women anymore, these women don't want to be wives, women don't really have an issue with it. Women seem to have even when black men are getting married to white women and black men are dating white women, majority of the time they don't have an issue with it. Do you know when black women have an issue with a black man marrying a white woman or a black man dating a white woman? Do you know when black women have an issue with a black man refusing to get married? Do you know when black women have an issue when a black man says he's never going to get married? Do you know when black women have an issue when a black man says he's going to get on a plane and go to Colombia and go to Brazil? Do you know the only time black women complain? If you know the time when black women complain, when black men say those things, put it in the comments. I want to see who knows when black women complain. Put it in the comments, in the chat, all right? Tell me when black women complain when a black man says he's going to date white women. When a black man says he's going to get on the plane, go to Colombia, go to Brazil, find a submissive woman. Tell me when black women complain when a black man says he's never going to get married, he's never dating again. There's only one time most black women complain when that happens. Can you put it in the comments if you know when? I want to see if anyone knows that the most important time black women complain. I'm going to give you guys a few seconds to see if anyone knows when the time is. Right? The time, the biggest, the most important time, the majority of the time, black women don't like black men dating white women, black men refusing to get married, black men going to other countries to find submissive women. The biggest time when black women don't like it, when they hate and complain, is when it's a rich man, when it's a rich black man. Oh no, if you're a black man working at Walmart, they don't care. If you're a black man, just, you do trash pickup. If you're a black man, you're a teacher. If you're a black man, you drive Uber, you drive a truck, you drive a bus, they don't care. Oh, sure, you want to date a white woman, they don't care. But if they know you got money, if they know you're rich, they're going to have an issue with it. That's when they talk about, why are you transferring your wealth from the black community to the white community? Why are you transferring your generational wealth? Why are you spending your money on a white woman when you could spend it on a black queen? Find you a good black queen to spend your money on. That's when they have an issue with it. So we're gonna play a video of Nick Cannon refusing to get married, and you're gonna see how women don't like it. Why? Because he's rich, right? So hold on. It's crazy. Rich men these days don't want to get married. Rich men these days have woken up like the average guy. Because majority of the time, it's the average guy talking about, I don't want to get married because, the woman will divorce me, take half my shit. I don't want to get married because the woman will take my house. She will take the kids away from me, get joint custody. I don't want to pay alimony. But rich guys are waking up. The rich men don't even want to sign prenups anymore. Rich men are simply saying, I don't want marriage at all. Now, Nick Cannon is rich. He has been married before, married to Mariah Carey, right? Divorced. Now he has a bunch of baby mamas and a bunch of kids. And mind you, women still don't mind making babies with him because he's rich. But now they don't like when rich men like Nick Cannon refuse to get married. And we're going to find out why. The average guy knows why. But women don't care about the average guy refusing to get married. Women don't care about the average guy refusing to take them on dates. Women don't care about the average guy going to Brazil, go to Colombia, going to Asia to find submissive, feminine woman. Women really pay attention and complain when it's the rich men. When rich men say they don't want to get married, now women have an issue with it because they know that's their retirement plan. So without further ado.
So do you believe in monogamy at all?
Not for me.
No?
Nah.
So do you believe in marriage?
Not for me.
Even
but
if
I've
it's
done
like
it.
poly. I know you were married.
Again, that's a lot of work.
Marriage?
Marriage, and then especially if you're trying to be married to multiple people, like that's so much work.
Yeah.
I think it works for different individuals.
You don't think marriage works?
From my perspective, you got to look at it like this: marriage is for two people to become one.
Mm-hmm.
It's a contract. It's
Mm-hmm.
what you're building.
Mm-hmm.
When I built what I needed to build on my own, what do I need to sign a contract for? It's
Yeah.
like if I built this skyscraper.
Yeah.
And then I come out my skyscraper and I start looking to see the cottages. I'm like, I'm already good.
Yeah.
And it's about being equally yoked. But I get that if I would have started when I was building my skyscraper, if I had a teammate and a partner that was going to help me build this skyscraper,
Mm-hmm.
then yeah, I'm gonna rock with that person. This half day skyscraper, and we got memories and this journey was amazing, and we have a lot to be grateful and thankful for because we built this skyscraper together. But I'm over here in this skyscraper by myself.
What if she also had a skyscraper and y'all built a bridge?
I only need one skyscraper.
Really? So
Like,
would you be with like a monetarily super successful woman?
at this point, no, where I'm at, but again, because that's only because I'm looking to cultivate and protect my own peace. Where I've been in a scenario where I was married to somebody who had multiple skyscrapers way bigger than mine.
Yeah.
And that was an amazing experience. But now
But it didn't cultivate peace?
it did during that time. But now I'm talking about I was a different person at 28 than I am at 44.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now I'm just like, yo, I gotta balance everything that I currently have in what someone else has
Doesn't matter.
doesn't matter to me.
So do you think that women that are more successful than the usual are less likely to be nurturing?
Nah,
So do you believe in monogamy at all?
not for me.
No?
Nah,
So do you believe in marriage?
not for me.
Even
But
if
I've
it's like
done it.
poly. I know you were married.
Again, that's a lot of work.
Marriage?
Marriage, and then especially if you're trying to be married to multiple people, like that's so much work.
Yeah.
I think it works for different individuals.
You don't think marriage works?
From my perspective, you got to look at it like this: marriage is for two people to become one.
Mm-hmm.
It's a contract. It's
Mhm.
what you're building.
Mm-hmm.
When I built what I needed to build on my own, what do I need to sign a contract for? It's like if I built this skyscraper.
Yeah.
And then I come out my skyscraper and I start looking to see the cottages. I'm like, I'm already good. And it's about being equally yoked. But I get that if I would have started when I was building my skyscraper, if I had a teammate and a partner that was going to help me build this skyscraper,
Mm-hmm.
then yeah, I'm gonna rock with that person. This half day skyscraper, and we got memories and this journey was amazing, and we have a lot to be grateful and thankful for because we built this skyscraper together. But I'm over here in this skyscraper by myself.
What if she also had a skyscraper and y'all built a bridge?
I only need one skyscraper.
Really? So
Like,
would you be with like a monetarily super successful woman?
at this point, no, where I'm at, but again, because that's only because I'm looking to cultivate and protect my own peace.
Mm.
Where I've been in.
That's the biggest thing for men, peace. Because he knows if I get with this successful woman, and he has done it before with Mariah, and he has said she used to boss him around because she had way more money than him. So when women don't realize it's not the fact that women make money that men don't want to mess with them. It's the bossy mentality. Because every time you guys get into an argument, the first thing she's gonna say is, "You're broke. I got more money than you. Oh, you're broke. You're not even on my level. I'm just doing you a favor. I'm just doing you a chance. I'm just giving you a chance." Because remember, when women make money, they want a man who makes even more money. Now, if they can't find that kind of guy, sometimes they have to settle with a guy who may have less money, but maybe they find him attractive. But now there's Nick Cannon here, who has been married to a rich, successful woman, and he's saying, "Listen, I value my peace." And he's talking about, and then she's like, "Don't you want a woman who makes money?" No, I got my own money. Because it's not like just because a woman makes money, she's going to spend it on the guy. She's still going to expect you to do everything you can, even with your little money. Did you guys know Kim Kardashian has more money than Kanye West? Kim Kardashian, Kanye West's ex-wife, has more money than him, but he still pays a child support. Even the system makes it like, even when a woman makes more money, the man can still give her more money for child support and things like that. She doesn't need the money, but she still gets it. It's not like she told the judge, "Oh no, I don't need him to give me child support. I'm a rich woman." So even if a man finds a rich woman, she's still going to expect the man to do everything for her, to spend his money. And then she gets to keep her money. But rich men are waking up. And this is what I told you. Black women don't like the fact that even rich men are refusing marriage, because they always thought the rich guy would be, their retirement plan. Even when you sign a prenup, she can be like, "You're going to give me some money," and things like that. But even rich men, because I can guarantee you, Nick Cannon is not the only rich man who thinks like that. Nick Cannon is not the only rich guy who thinks like that. He has been there, he has done it before. And you could find any rich man who has been married before and divorced, he doesn't want to do it again, because they learned the hard way. Now, in his case, he's lucky. The woman was making more money than him, so he didn't have to lose half of his properties. But he talked about peace. Because before, in previous interviews, he said Mariah Carey used to boss him around. She used to like to tell him what to do because she had more money than him. But men love peace. And women don't understand that. So that's why this woman who's interviewing him is talking about, "Don't you want a rich woman? Or don't you want a woman who has her own?" But it's like, I don't care if you have your own. It's not like you're going to spend it on me, right? No woman has ever said, "I'm so rich, I'm looking to take a man out on a date and pay for it." They usually say, "I don't mind spending money on a man who's my boyfriend or who's my husband." But no rich woman has ever come out to say, "I'm looking to take a man out on a date that I have no idea about, who's a stranger, and spend $500 on a dinner date with him." No woman has ever said that, right? So a woman making money doesn't help a man in any way, because even then she's going to expect him to spend money on him. But rich men are saying, hell no with this marriage BS. Because women like to say, "Oh, you guys are broke. Why are you complaining about marriage? It's not like you have anything a woman is going to take from you." But even the rich guys are saying, no, I got something you can take from me, and I don't want marriage. Because Nick Cannon has several baby mamas, several kids, but they're always trying to say, "Why don't you get married?" Things like that, because he has done it before. But he's like, no, because he knows, right, where Nick Cannon is at right now, at his level, at the time he has put in, and at the money he has made, right? He knows at this point, any woman who gets married to him is going to leave him in 10 years just to take off. I'm telling you, no woman is going to get married to Nick Cannon to stay with him for 50 years. It's never going to happen. So he knows. And the reason he knows, because he has seen how his other male celebrity friends have been treated when it comes to divorce. He has seen how the women who are married, or the friends who are married, after divorce, how they get treated in divorce court. He has seen the Tyreses of this world, right? He has seen so many married people who are married, male celebrities, how they're getting dragged in court because of divorce. So he's like, I'm never doing it, and women don't like it. If Boogie says he doesn't want to get married, they don't care. I don't have Nick Cannon money, but I'm telling you, if tomorrow I wake up and I got $10 million on my name, you will see how women are telling me to get married. Right? What you guys think about that? This is crazy. This is crazy. Rich men are saying, fuck this marriage shit. All right, next. All right, what video is next? Guys, don't forget to like the video when you're coming in. And if you want to show support to Boogie, you know what to do. Link down below. You can send a cash app if you want to. But most importantly, the best way to support me is to like the video, like the stream as you're coming in. If you like the stream, more people will know that I'm live, so they can come join the chat. All right. So next, we're gonna be talking about how let me hide this. We're gonna be watching a video about Kevin Samuels, man. RIP to the GOAT. It's been years, but everything Kevin Samuels talked about when he was still alive is still true to this day. And give me 1 second. Let's go over there. All right, next is Kevin Samuels. Guys, like the videos are coming in. Support your boy. Show support to Boogie Army. Like the video. All right, next. Told you we're gonna go to Kevin Samuels. So give me 1 second. So basically, everything he said, I think he has been gone, close to 4 years now? And everything he talked about when he was still living is true to this day. You know, recently I was saying all the women who celebrated Kevin Samuels' death, right? They're probably still single to this day, number one. Number two, probably have multiple baby daddies now and more kids. And that is the truth. So without further ado, let's go.
If you ranked yourself on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you do? What? Yeah, let's get back to reality.
No, I'm in reality.
No, you're not in reality.
I'm in reality.
You're not in reality. If you're going to be a 10, we can end this. Because that's not reality. You're not a supermodel.
So I'm far from ugly, honey.
I didn't say that.
So
you made this combative, man. If you really want to say you're a 10, that's fine. But show me what the model contracts are.
I don't want to be a model.
I didn't ask you whether you want to be a model or not.
Somebody asked me today.
But you're not. But ma'am, you're not but you're not that. Come on.
Okay. Well, you said show me where the model contract. Somebody asked me today. Oh, do you model?
Let's try this again. Where would you honestly rank yourself?
I just told you.
A 10.
Yeah. Maybe to you I'm not, but beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
No. So you're a 10.
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me that there are no women that are more attractive than you?
What?
I'm asking.
It's hard.
If you're a 10, that means you're at the top.
It's like I'm not.
If you're a 10, that means you're at the top. A 100 on a test is as high as you can go. It's a perfect grade. You're saying you're a 10, a 100 on the test. Are you saying that there's nobody who scores higher than you on looks? You're in the top percentile. Worldwide.
Possibly, honestly, but it doesn't matter to me. No other woman I'm intimidated by. Not one. I'm not.
If you ranked yourself on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you do? What? Yeah, let's get back to reality.
No, I'm in reality.
No, you're not in reality.
I'm in reality.
You're not in reality. If you're going to be a 10, we can end this. Because that's not reality. You're not a supermodel.
So I'm far from ugly, honey.
I didn't say that.
So
you made this combative, man. If you really want to say you're a 10, that's fine. But show me what the model contracts are.
I don't want to be a model.
I didn't ask you whether you want to be a model or not.
Somebody asked me today.
But you're not. But ma'am, you're not but you're not that. Come on.
Okay. Well, you said show me where the model contract. Somebody asked me today. Oh, do you model?
Let's try this again. Where would you honestly rank yourself?
I just told you.
A 10.
Yeah, maybe to you I'm not, but beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
No. So you're a 10.
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me that there are no women that are more attractive than you?
What?
I'm asking.
It's hard.
If you're a 10, that means you're at the top.
It's like I'm not.
If you're a 10, that means you're at the top. A 100 on the test is as high as you can go. It's a perfect grade. You're saying you're a 10, a 100 on the test. Are you saying that there's nobody who scores higher than you on looks? You're in the top percentile worldwide.
Possibly, honestly, but it doesn't matter to me. No other woman I'm intimidated by. Not one. I'm not.
If you ain't just
And this is why they look down on average men. They all believe they are 10s. Now, she's not a bad looking woman at all. I mean, the lighting is not the best. But you can tell by her facial structure that she's a pretty good looking woman, but she's not a 10. But the thing is, it's the mindset. They have this inflated ego. They have this sense of entitlement. So it will be very hard for me to talk to such a woman or for her to even give me a chance, because if she's a 10, which is perfect, she's going to think I'm right here. If she's here, she's going to think Boogie's down here, because she already has this inflated ego about herself. So anything I tell her, like, she's never going to listen. The same way she was talking to Kevin Samuels with that type of ego. And, because women like to say men are so narcissistic, but this is the highest form of narcissism. Like when someone thinks they're perfect. This is why they don't like average men. It's not like they don't like average men because average men don't make enough money. That could be one of the reasons. But personally, just watching this, I believe the only reason they're better than the average man, because you've seen videos of women talk about black men are dusty, they're average, they're broke, and so on. But I believe the only reason they believe that is because I don't know who told them, but for some reason, every black woman makes lots of money. She's an entrepreneur, right? Every black woman makes 6 figures. Every black woman deserves a high value man. For some reason, every black woman has a man that God has ready for her. Every black woman has a man that God prepared that is going to accept her kids. For some reason, every black woman has a man that God created for her who's going to spend money on her. Every black woman has a man that God created that he's just going to worship the ground she walks on. Every black woman has a man that God created for her that he's just going to do everything she tells him to do. For some reason, every black woman has a man that God created for her that he's just never going to hold her accountable. For some reason, every black woman has a black man that God created for her that is just going to let her do whatever she wants, be a modern woman, and he's just going to be a strictly traditional man who provides and protects, and she has to do nothing. Every black woman has this kind of mindset. Every black woman believes she's a 10. It doesn't matter if she's 300 pounds. It doesn't matter if she's 5 pounds. It doesn't matter if she's 50 years old. It doesn't matter if she's if she's 18 years old. They all believe they are 10s. And men, no, the men are not good enough. The men are right below here. If they're right here, the men are down here. They're all independent. They don't need men, but those same men should protect them. So the mindset. So when Kevin was alive, RIP to the GOAT, the same mindset is now 10 times worse. Nothing has changed. They still don't like the average guy. Now, some of them eventually, after having a couple kids, now they want the average guy. But it's not like they want the average guy because the average guy was their first choice. They don't want the average guy because, the average guy is so good. They just want the average guy is because the guys they wanted, the rich guys, the Nick Cannons, the Chris Browns, all the rich guys they want, the athletes, either run to the white woman or they don't want commitment. And the best thing they can go to is the average guy. They have to settle. Some of them don't want to settle. They claim, I'm never going to settle. You feel me? But for some reason, every black woman believes she's a 10. I know, guys, it doesn't make sense. It does not make sense. It's not logical, right? If you're gonna argue logic, I know it doesn't make sense, but for some reason they all believe they're tens.
yourself on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you
10.
do? Yeah, let's get back to reality.
No, I'm in reality.
No, you're not in reality.
I'm
You're
in
not a
reality.
10. You're not in reality. If you're gonna be a 10, we can end this because that's not reality. You're not a supermodel.
So I'm far from ugly, honey.
I didn't say that.
So
You
I'm not
made
gonna
this
bring-
combative, man.
I'm
If
not
you really
gonna
want to say you're a 10, that's fine. But show me
No.
what the model contracts are.
I don't want to be a model.
I didn't ask you whether you want to be a model or not.
Today, somebody asked me today.
But you're not.
"Do you
But ma'am,
model?"
you're not a. But you're not. But you're not that. Come on.
Okay. Well, you said show me where the model contract. Somebody asked me today. Oh, do
Okay.
you model? I
Let's
said
try
no.
this. Let's try this again. Where would you honestly rank yourself?
I just told you.
A 10.
Yeah. Maybe to you I'm not, but beauty's in the eye of the
No.
beholder.
So you're a 10.
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me that there are no women that are more attractive than you?
What?
I'm asking.
It's
If
hard.
you're a 10, that means you're at the top.
It's like I'm not.
If you're a 10, that means you're at the top. A 100 on a test is as high as you can go. It's a perfect grade. You're saying you're a 10, a 100 on the test. Are you saying that there's nobody who scores higher than you on looks? You're in the top percentile worldwide.
Possibly, honestly, but it doesn't matter to me. No.
That's crazy. And what's funny is the same way she talked to him is the same way she's going to talk to the average guy, right? Which tells me that this is the type of woman who would never take accountability for anything. Because if she cannot be objective about the way she looks and she thinks she's perfect, guess what happens when she actually does something wrong in real life? It means she will never take accountability. But shout out to Kevin Samuels. Truly miss, still the GOAT. Everything he said back years ago is still true to this day, and even worse. I'm telling you. What do you guys think about that? All right, I got another video I'm gonna play for you guys. Like the video. If you're just coming in, you can comment down below what's up, what you think about the videos. Let me know your thoughts. How is your Sunday going, boys? I got plenty of videos we're gonna be going through. All right. Next, don't forget to like the video if you're just coming in. If you're just coming into the live stream, like the video, support your boy. If you want to show support, you can like the video. You can send a super chat, whatever you want to do. Cash App. All the info is down below. All right. So next, let's go to this video. Women are begging men to date again, to take them on dinner dates, to pay for their drinks, to give them a good time. You know, crazy, but it's happening. I know we have talked about it before, but it's happening. Women are begging men for dates. Not all of them, but there's a good number.
Can we please bring back men offering to buy you a drink at a bar? Like, as a grown man, why are you sitting here talking to me for 5-6 minutes and you have not said, like, oh, hey, what are you drinking? Or sent a drink over? Like, it's common sense, common knowledge. Can we please bring back men offering to buy you a drink at a bar? Like, as a grown man, why are you sitting here talking to me for 5-6 minutes and you have not said, like, oh, hey, what are you drinking? Or sent a drink over? Like, it's common sense, common knowledge.
Nope, men are tired. You're gonna have to buy your own drinks, mama. You're strong, you're independent, you make your own money, you don't need no man. You're gonna have to buy your own drinks. You and if you like me, you like how I look, you may even have to buy me a drink. Let's just be honest. You may have to buy me a drink. I'm not about to approach you and then you scream, oh my God, he approached me. I was out with my friends. He's disturbing my peace. Why is he talking to me? No, men are not going for it. Guys, don't fall for it. because you're going to approach them. They're going to pull out their phones. They're going to put you on TikTok. They're going to claim you're harassing them. You are creepy. You're a stalker. Because when she talks about, can we go back to men buying us drinks? She's talking about the basketball players, the basketball player that she likes. She's not talking about Boogie. I can tell you that right now. So when a woman says, oh, men are not approaching us, men are not paying for our drinks, she's not talking about every man. She's talking about the few guys she actually likes, right? So you got to watch out for that. We are not doing it. We're not buying the drinks. Nope. You're strong. You make your own money. Buy your own
Can we
drinks.
please bring back men offering to buy you a drink at a bar? Like, as a grown man, why are you sitting here talking to me for 5-6 minutes and you have not said, like, oh, hey, what are you drinking? Or sent a drink over? Like, it's common sense, common knowledge.
No. Men are not doing it. Men are not dumb. Men are not stupid. There's another one blaming men. They're blaming men these days, like left and right. Men are not good men. Men are not doing this. Men are not doing that. No. Look at this one. This one was blaming men for not being good men.
Men cannot find a partner is because a lot of parents failed their sons. My mom on a walk had asked me, we know so many beautiful, well-rounded girls. Why are they single? I responded with, your generation was so hard on the girls. Like, we literally had to be made out of glass. We couldn't afford to make mistakes. Failure was not in our vocabulary. Like, we literally had to be perfect. So now you have this large group of women that are almost like overperforming. So now you have this large group of women who know how to take care of a home, know how to take care of themselves, are family oriented, but they also have the ambition of a man and are career focused. Overall, they are performing at standards and expectations that are so high, because back home, specifically, my parents are from India. Back home, women weren't granted the same privileges and rights back home in India. So my mom still had me performing the gender norms of a good Indian daughter, but I was encouraged to basically utilize the freedom that I had. Parents failed their sons, because while so much pressure is being put on women, nothing was put on their boys. They were and are still coddled. They're not independent, meaning that they're codependent on their parents for multiple things. They also have no sense of leadership. They're consistently relying on a system for guidance and direction instead of building like that inner voice and trying to take initiative to build their life. That's why women are single. Because not only did we have to fight for the life that we wanted, it was completely possible to do that. Though it was hard, it was possible. But there are men that don't want to utilize this opportunity to better themselves and like have dreams and have goals. Instead, they're looking for a partner to be a replacement for their mom.
No, mama. Everything you just described is what feminism wanted. Men are just choosing not to be used anymore. Because her issue is not that they're no good men. Her issue is not that they're no men who want to provide. Because at the end of the day, like, if we peel back the layers, all she's complaining about is there's not enough men who are willing to be providers, right? She's not complaining that, they're no good men, really. It's all about the money, right? They don't, because remember, all these women want the small percentage of men who make the six figures, the $1 million, the $250,000, the men who are going to take them to expensive dinner dates, who are going to take them on trips. Those are the men they're complaining about. You think she's complaining about the guy who works at Walmart? You think she's complaining about the guy who drives the school bus? No, she's not complaining about that guy. Why? Because she would never even give him a chance. If he approached her, if she saw that guy getting out of a school bus and he started walking towards her, she's going to take out her phone and scream, oh, creep, he's harassing me, he's a creep. No, she's complaining about the rich guys who don't want to be providers anymore. That's why she claims, oh, the parents didn't teach men how to be men anymore. No, men just realized they're tired of being used. Men just realized providing doesn't give them any benefits. Okay, so he comes in, you're paying your bills, because you cannot claim, because she claims she's independent, they make their own money, women are strong now, they got independence, they take care of themselves, men stay with their mamas. You don't want men who stay with their mamas, which means you want men who have the money, who take care of themselves. But clearly those men don't want you, because if they wanted you, you wouldn't be complaining about men who live with their mamas, which means majority of men who shoot their shot at you are the men who live with their mamas. So the rich guys don't shoot their shot. Look in the mirror and ask yourself, how come I'm not attracting the rich guys who want to provide for me? Men are just out of being used. Until you tell men, hey, listen, you're going to pay my bills, you're going to spend money on me, you're going to take me out, you're going to take me on trips, buy me flowers, treat me like a queen. This is what I give you in return. This is the tangible thing I'm going to give you in return for being a provider. Until you present that, and remember, it's not your degrees, because you talk about that. Remember, it's not your career, because we already established you're not planning to spend money on the men. You want the men who are providers, who are traditional men. Because remember, you are a modern woman right now, right? So, which chances are you're not going to cook and clean for the guy? So, until you present something tangible to the man that you want, men are tired of being used. That is the truth, because men are starting to do the math. Remember, men are really logical and problem solvers. So after a man has been provided and used for free dinner dates and used and abused and ghosted, after a man has approached 100 women and rejected 99% of the time, and he realizes, he sits down and does the math of how much money he has spent, how much time he has spent on women, and he didn't get nothing. He did not get a return on his investment. Or the time he was in a relationship, he did the best he could do for a woman, and she still didn't appreciate it, right? So after a man has been in that situation, he's going to sit down, do the math, and realize it's not worth it. The time and money the man could have spent on improving his life, he spent it on you. So he has been in a relationship with you for 3 years, spent so much money on you, and he got nothing in return. Any sane man is going to realize it's not worth it. So lay down tangible things you're going to provide a man. Why he should pay your bills and treat you like a queen. And if it's a good deal, most men are willing to provide. Even the men who live with their mamas will get money from their mamas to spend on you if it's a good deal. She's just mad men are tired of being providers. That's it.
The reason why so many beautiful, well-rounded women cannot find a partner is because a lot of parents failed their sons. My mom on a walk had asked me, we know so many beautiful, well-rounded girls. Why are they single? I responded with, your generation was so hard on the girls. Like, we literally had to be made out of glass. We couldn't afford to make mistakes. Failure was not in our vocabulary. Like, we literally had to be perfect. So now you have this large group of women that are almost like overperforming. So now you have this large group of women who know how to take care of a home, know how to take care of themselves, are family oriented, but they also have the ambition of a man and are career focused. Overall, they are performing at standards and expectations that are so high, because back home, specifically, my parents are from India. Back home, women weren't granted the same privileges and rights back home in India. So my mom still had me performing the gender norms of a good Indian daughter, but I was encouraged to basically utilize the freedom that I had. Parents failed their sons. Because while so much pressure is being put on women, nothing was put on their boys. They were and are still coddled. They're not independent, meaning that they're codependent on their parents for multiple things. They also have no sense of leadership. They're consistently relying on a system for guidance and direction instead of building like that inner voice and trying to take initiative to build their life. That's why women are single. Because not only did we have to fight for the life that we wanted, it was completely possible to do that. Though it was hard, it was possible. But there are men that don't want to utilize this opportunity to better themselves and like have dreams and have goals. Instead, they're looking for a partner to be a replacement for their mom. Reason why
Do you guys, so she's saying men were not trained and given the tools to be good men, to be good husbands or good boyfriends, good providers, whatever the case. Is this woman really telling me that the average woman was raised to be a good wife when we know the average woman grew up in a single mother household? Is this woman really telling us that if you compare men and women were raised to be wives and men were not raised to be husbands? Is she really claiming the same modern women who claim they're independent, don't need no man for nothing, are the women who are wifey material? Is she really saying this? Because this is what it all means. When she claims men were not, raised to be good men, productive men, providers, good husbands, that's what she's saying. Because she's claiming her generation of women were raised to be good women, good wives, hardworking, things that men were not raised to be. So let's pretend she's right. Is she saying majority of women out here are wifey material? Really? Is she saying majority of women out here want to be wives more than they want weddings? Because I could have sworn most women out here, they want the wedding to put on Instagram, but they don't want to be wives. Because if they grew up with mothers who are not wives, where did they learn becoming a wife? You guys know the proverb of charity begins at home? Most people who are successful in marriages, chances are they saw their parents married. They saw what the covenant of marriage looks like. They saw what marriage looks like between their mom and their dad. They saw how a man and woman work together. So is she telling me that majority of women out here were raised to be wives, but the men were not raised to be husbands? Really? The same women who claim when a man is not 6 feet, he's not a good man. The same women who claim a man who doesn't make 6 figures is not a good man are the same women who are raised to be wives? I call cap. She's lying through her teeth. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Crazy. All right. Next. What are we going to look at next? We're going to look at a video of Tiffany Haddish. You guys know Tiffany Haddish. Maybe you don't, but she's pretty much, I don't know if she's still a comedian, but she has been in several movies. But she's going to talk about why she believes single moms with multiple baby daddies have mental health issues. I know, guys, I didn't say it. Tiffany Haddish said it. Crazy, doesn't make sense, but she said it regardless. So we're going to look at it and see if she's right or not. So without further ado, hold on.
Here's my theory, and I could be completely wrong, and the internet probably gonna destroy me for this, but I think women that have more than 2 baby daddies usually have some sort of mental illness.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because you're getting genetically modified too much. I think, okay, so this is what I know. Every time you get pregnant, right, there's stem cells that come from that baby, and them stem cells end up behind your eyes and your brain and your heart and your lungs and stuff and help your organs heal while the baby taken from you. And those stem cells will always stay with you, right? So that means that man is always in you. And that is why, here's my theory, and I could be completely wrong, and the internet probably gonna destroy me for this, but I think women that have more than 2 baby daddies usually have some sort of mental illness.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because you're getting genetically modified too much. I think, okay, so this is what I know. Every time you get pregnant, right, there's stem cells that come from that baby, and them stem cells end up behind your eyes and your brain and your heart and your lungs and stuff and help your organs heal while the baby taken from you. And those stem cells will always stay with you, right? So that means that man is always in you. And that is why.
That's a crazy take. She's going to get canceled if she doesn't get canceled, because I think she said this a long time ago, right? She probably said this a long time ago, but that's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, it's a woman who said it, because if it was a man who said this, he would probably get canceled right away. Now, I don't know if that's true when it comes to the biological part of it, the scientific part of it with the brainstem and things like that. I just know there's an attachment, and the attachment is called the kid. That's a permanent attachment. Like if a man and woman have a baby, they're permanently attached forever because they have a seed. They created something. They created life together. So you coming in as a stepmom or a stepdad, stepfather, You have to think about the fact that these people are tied together for the rest of their life. Why? Because they have a baby. The baby will always bring them together. Now, if you're a guy trying to be a stepdad, I mean, even if you come into a situation where, you know, they're not together with a baby daddy and they don't get along or they don't even see each other, whatever the case, the fact that they have a kid together, they can always come in at any time. So let's say you as a guy, you meet a woman, a single mom, everything is going well. Maybe the baby dad is in prison, he's in jail, whatever the case, is in a different state. He never sees his kids, he never wanted to be part of their life, as women usually claim. So you take on these kids, you provide for them. At some point, two things are going to happen. The dad, the biological dad may show up at some point because, you know, maybe he grew up, he matured, whatever the reason, he wants to see his own kids. So now he's going to be involved. Now you have to deal with him with the drama. Or the kids are never going to appreciate you because they're always going to be yearning for their biological dad because they know you're not the dad. Always. They're going to always want to see their real dad. What do you guys think about that? Are some of you stepdads, stepfathers in the chat? Are some of you guys stepfathers? All right, crazy. I know, but whatever she said, maybe that's why she's not in too many movies, because I think ever since she said this, she's not really performing as much because she's a comedian, she's an actress. So she hasn't been in many movies since then. Maybe it's one of the reasons maybe she was kind of canceled. I'm not sure. But we're going to watch another video where a woman talks about celebrating getting child support. And it's going to prove to us why, personally, I believe why some men don't want to have babies anymore because of child support. All right. So give me 1 second. I'm going to put up the video. 1 second. Okay. What's up, guys? Like the video. If you're just coming into the stream, just like the video. Support your boy. Like the video. Support your boy. Subscribe if you're new. If you're new here, just subscribe. Support your boy. All right, so this video, let me give you guys a little introduction about the video. So you can see, because one of the biggest complaints men who are paying child support have is the fact that there is no way you can tell if the woman is spending the money on your kids or spending it on herself. But majority of the time, they spend the money on themselves, right? So most men who are fathers and they're paying child support have been saying for the longest there should be a way, whether the money is put in a credit card, debit card, where if a woman buys something, there's a way they can track to show if a woman is spending money on herself or spending money on the kids, and there's a receipt. That way courts can make sure the man is not giving the woman money and she's spending it on herself, on her nails, on her hair. But till this day, there is no way to show how women use child support. So this woman is going to be showing us what women do with the child support, and number 2, proving why men don't want to pay child support. Number 3, proving why some men who have no kids are like to hell with having kids, honestly. So without further ado,
so as we all know, I get $3,700 in child support for my children. I was making a whole bunch of videos saying that I don't use it on my children, and everybody was coming at me. So everyone was wishing and praying that the judge were to see my videos so that they could lower my child support. Well, today was my court day, and let me tell you that the judge didn't seem to mind what I was doing with my child support. He said as long as the kids are fed, as long as they have a roof over their heads, as long as they have clothes on their back, that it's perfectly fine for me to spend the money on whatever I wanted to spend the money on. So in honor of that, I went and got myself another bag. So first I got a Chanel bag with my child support, and now I got myself a Louis bag. So thank you so much to my child support. It was a victory in court today, and that's why I had to go and treat myself. So we'll see if next month the kids get anything. But for right now, I'm gonna enjoy my little Louis. Child support court update. So I had court again today because a new judge was assigned to the case. If you don't know, I get $3,700 of child support every month, and I use it on myself. I don't use it on my kids. The old judge that was assigned to our case was okay with me spending, the child support on myself because he clearly said it was just reimbursement for what I have been spending on my children. But the judge today was not having none of that shit, and she completely took me off of child support, meaning I'm now getting $0 for my 7 kids. I guess it's true when they say don't post everything on social media. I'm honestly in disbelief. I don't even know what to say anymore.
Oh well, thank God and hallelujah for good measure. Finally, justice is served at last. The child support has been canceled totally. This lady was famous on TikTok for boasting about blowing all the child support on expensive gifts for herself. Gucci bags, Louis Vuitton gifts, and what have you. Right? Some fancy stuff. Dining and whining all day, every day. And the new judge saw those videos, and she decided rightfully to cancel the abusive child support, almost $4,000 a month. Right? In my opinion, it's not enough. She should actually reimburse the dad for all the money he lost, thinking that were spent on his own kids. This is absolutely not saluted. Unfortunately, it happens quite often. So be careful, guys, who you make kids with. Be saluted.
Yeah, but some guys are realizing, why do I even have to make kids? Because this is a very rare case. If it's true, it's a rare case. Because think about, especially the rich guys, the athletes, the singers, the rappers who pay like $10,000, $20,000 a month to raise a kid, to raise one kid. $20,000 to raise one baby. Some people even pay $50,000 for kids in child support. And there is no way, even if it was me, if I was getting paid $50,000 to raise kids, half of that money will be going on myself, because no kid needs $50,000 a month. In her case, it's just a couple thousand. But even then, if she's working, right, she doesn't need all that money. So what men are saying, because there's two groups of men. One group of men is saying we need to change the laws to find a way to make sure we can track how women are spending child support. Right? That way, if a man pays child support, the courts can, in case she spends money on herself, if there's a way they can track whether it's a debit card or it's a bank account where she has to keep the receipt every time she swipes, it can show where she spent the money. That way the man can always go back to the courts, tell the judge, hey, listen, judge, I give money to this woman for my kids, and she spends it on her hair, she spends it on buying Chanel bags. And in that case, they can take off child support. Right? Another group of men, which I don't mind supporting, is another group of men who are saying, until the laws change, I'm not having kids. The ones who have kids are like, I'm never having no more kids. The ones who don't have kids are saying, to hell with putting myself on or in such a predicament of having a baby with a woman and then getting on child support and being abused for 18 years. Because that's what it really is. Because trust me, because there is a notion sometimes women like to put out there that if a man is on child support, it's because he didn't want to take care of his kids. And that's not true. Sometimes a woman will put a man on child support because she wants to use the kid to control him. Right? Some men literally have 50-50 joint custody. She gets the kids half the time, half the week. He gets the kids half the week, but she puts him on child support because she wants to control him. Right? She puts the man, the baby daddy, on child support because the guy found a new woman and she doesn't like it. Right? So some men are saying, listen, I'm not having kids because I'm not about to have a woman control my whole life, my entire existence using the system. Because trust me, guys, that's why you need to use those condoms. Some of you guys claim you have the pull-out game, but your pull-out game is weak. So you may have to put the condom on or just don't have sex at all. Because I'm telling you, you're going to shoot up the club. She's going to keep the baby and your life is going to be ruined. Because the moment a baby comes into existence, all the goals and dreams you had are pretty much gone for the most part. You're going to have to work twice as hard to take care of the baby, but also to realize your own dreams. Because if right now you have no kids and you're just working to improve your life, once a baby comes into existence, now you have to work twice as hard. If you've been working 40 hours, you're probably going to have to work 80 hours, or you're going to have to find a higher paying job, because now you have to pay your own bills and then you have to consider the kids' bills as well. And even the woman's bills, because as we just seen, just because you're paying money doesn't mean it's going to your baby, to your kids. The woman is going to be using part of it. So some guys are like, I'm not having kids anymore, which to me is really understandable. But what do you guys think about that? Are some of you guys baby daddies? You got to be careful, man. If you have no kids, you might want to keep it that way. I'm telling you. If you're on child support, 18 years is not an easy time. If you're on child support, please don't make any more babies. If you got no kids, or if you got kids, use a condom. If you already got kids, you may want to go get your vasectomy, because child support is not easy. Because if you don't pay it, you're going to jail. You may lose your license and things like that. But you gotta be careful. Because for me, I don't even agree with the notion of be careful who you have kids with. The mere fact that a woman has your baby, she's pregnant by you, it's over. She could have been a good woman when you guys were dating before the baby, and then the baby comes and everything changes because hormones and things like that. She could have been the best woman before you guys had the baby, and then once the baby comes, and then you're like, who's this? And it happens all the time. So that's why I don't believe in the whole notion of be careful who you have a baby with. I don't believe in it, because she's gonna change. You can't guarantee that the woman she's going to be the same before and after pregnancy. You can't guarantee that. So why are you rolling the dice? But hey, listen, some guys do whatever they want to do. But for me, I wouldn't roll the dice. At least not right now. I'm telling you. Not right now. If you really, really are, I mean, good luck, but you guys see what's going out here. They will use your money to help themselves, right? So guys, that was the live. But now next week, guys, next Sunday, I have a live stream with a black therapist. You guys know who the black therapist is, right? So next week I'm going to show you. Next week I have a live stream with a black therapist. Just give me 1 second. Yeah, let me show you. I have a live stream. You guys have been watching my videos with a black therapist. I have a live stream with him. I'm going to show you here in a minute. Just give me 1 second. If you guys don't know him, Jeff St. James. You guys have seen my videos when I react to him. You guys like the videos, actually. Those are some of the videos that go viral. Well, they do well on my stream. But I'm going to show you this is who I have wait, hold on. Where is it? I put this right here. So I can put this right here. So guys, this is who I have a stream with next week. So you guys don't want to miss this. You don't want to miss this. Brother St. James. You guys know him as the Black Therapist, because that's how he went viral. And when I do my my videos and reactions to him, that's how that's how I title the videos. So you guys have seen this guy on my videos. You guys like him. You like when I react to him. So he's coming to my channel next week. So you don't want to miss this. I'm telling you guys, you don't want to miss this. This is next Sunday, 2 p.m. Eastern. So we're going to be having fun, man. This is going to be amazing. I can't wait, man. I like the way he speaks. I like the way he articulates himself. The women don't like him the same way they didn't like Kevin Samuels. They didn't like Kevin Samuels because he was too harsh. They didn't like Kevin Samuels because he was mean, he was rude. But this guy, he articulates himself so well, right? And then he tries to, because he's a therapist, so he tries to understand where women are coming from, because he holds men accountable too, right? So he tries to understand where women are coming from. He's like, the way he speaks is soft-spoken, but he lays out his points very well, and women still don't like him. They even try to say he's not a therapist for real, and he's married too. So it's like, he's married, he's a man with a degree, well-spoken, soft-spoken, right? He's not rude or harsh or none of that, but still women don't like him. They don't like to listen to him. I'm not saying all women, I think they're more receptive to him, but because he holds them accountable, they don't like it, right? So next Sunday, guys, don't miss this. Next Sunday, brother Jeff St. James, the Black Therapist, is going to be with Boogie. I'm going to put up a post so you guys can tell me what questions to ask him. I'm going to be asking him some good questions. And in fact, I may put the link down below if you guys want to call in and have any questions for him. It will be a call-in show. So don't forget that, right? So next Sunday, 2 p.m. Eastern Central Time, Black Therapist, Jeff St. James, Ask a Brother podcast. In fact, you guys should go subscribe to his channel. We'll be on Boogie's stream, right? And then you guys I will put the link down below in the chat if you guys want to come in and call in. And you got to be on camera, though. I got to be able to see you. If you guys have any questions for him, or if you have seen some of his videos. So next Sunday, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. I'm really excited, man. I have so many questions for him. Like, I have so many questions. I actually already planned them, right? Like, look, you guys won't be able to see all the questions, but all these are questions I wrote down that I'm going to be asking him. Look, back to back, back to back, back to back. I have questions ready for him. It's going to be a nice show. It's going to be fun, man. I'm looking forward to that. All right. So I'll be putting up a post and, on my channel where you guys can tell me what questions you want me to ask him if you have any extra questions, right? So don't forget that. But I appreciate you guys. And as I'm about to sign out, don't forget to like the video. This was a good stream, I think. Hopefully somebody learned something. And thank you for supporting your boy. Let me see the comments before I leave. What does Dammy say? Danny, is that a girl? Danny says, I'm saying most women of today. Wait, is that a girl? I can't tell. Danny, are you a girl? Can you comment down below? I don't know. Danny says, I am saying most women of today are like this. Danny sounds like is that Daniela? Danny, can you comment down below? Are you a girl? Looks like a girl. Is that Dennis from Dennis? From Daniel? Oh, nice. She's a lady, man. This warms my heart to see a woman in my chat. And Danny, I gotta give you your credit, man. It's very first of all, some guys are gonna call me a simp, right? And it's because I react to videos, mostly dating videos, women talking, right? And every time I appreciate a woman's beauty, some guys come in the comments and they say, Boogie, you're a simp, right? But it's like, just because I disagree with women or some of their points or their feminist mindset, I still appreciate beauty. I don't hate women at all. So for me to have a woman in my chat warms my heart. That means at least women are not saying like I hate them. At least there's a woman who can clearly just listen to what I have to say and not claim I hate women. A woman who can be objective. I don't care if she disagrees with me. The fact that she's here, that means a lot to me. So I just want to take a moment and appreciate Danny for being in my chat, number one. Number two, she's saying that all college indoctrinated modern young liberal women, all of them. Oh, wow. I was going to say some of them, but Danny's saying all of them. And that's, Danny, you got some, no offense, you got some balls. Because if you think like that, and we know majority of women don't think like you, I don't know how many female friends you have. They're gonna try to cancel you and attack you. Because anytime a woman goes against what other women think, they call her a pick me, they attack her character, they say, why are you supporting men? Why you hate women? The same way they attack men, if a woman tries to say anything opposite of what women think, they come for her. So Danny, I don't know where you got, I know you're a woman, but allow me to say, I don't know where you got the balls to say what you're saying, but I wouldn't be surprised if you have a very small group of friends. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm telling you, I wouldn't be surprised, because women like the sisterhood to stay together. And if any woman tries to show that she's the opposite of the feminist mindset or saying anything positive about men, other women attack her. So shout out to Danny. Shout out to being my chat, man. And you look good. And I know some guys are gonna call me a simp, but if I look at this photo, Danny actually looks good. I may have to buy her some McDonald's. Danny, I may send you a Burger King 4 for 4. You look good in this photo. I can't really tell, but yeah, I may send you a 4 for 4 from Burger King. If you like nuggets and you like fries and you like a chicken sandwich, yeah, I look like I could do that. But man, guys in my chat are gonna I can't wait to look at the comments. Men are gonna call me a simp. Yo, oh my God. It's like I can't even appreciate beauty. Like I can wholeheartedly disagree with a woman and just say she looks good. And that's okay. Personally, I believe it's okay. Just because I disagree with a woman doesn't make her ugly. Doesn't mean she doesn't look good. Right? So what does Elvis say? Elvis says, any woman that hates their perfect husband, any woman that hates their perfect husband doesn't deserve him. That's true. Danny says, I appreciate it, but don't eat McDonald's or Burger King. Ooh, Danny sounds bougie. Danny sounds expensive. All right, Danny, like in the words of O'Shea, Danny, I'll buy you some sandals. How about that? Danny sounds expensive. I don't know if I can afford Danny, man. Danny, I don't know if I can afford you, man. If you're looking for a 6-figure guy, I'm just going to buy you some sandals. And I don't buy flowers. So I can buy you some sandals and send you Starbucks. I don't know if I can take you to Ruth Chris. I don't know. I may not be able to afford you. And I'm not 6 feet tall either, Danny. Just letting you know. I'm just being transparent. I'm bald. I'm not 6 feet tall. What are all the other standards women like these days? I'm not gonna pay 100% of the bills. I'm not gonna buy flowers in the first date. I'm not gonna do a $500 dinner date. What else? I'm not gonna take you to. I'm not gonna fly you out. I'm not gonna take. I'm not gonna. You're not gonna get flued out, Danny. I'm not gonna. You're not gonna get flued out. You're not gonna. I'm not gonna be taking you out to Dubai and taking you out. I'm not gonna send you Uber to pick you up. I'll open your door though. I'll open the door for you. I can be a gentleman sometimes. If you don't ask me to do it, I can do it. You don't have to ask me. But if you ask me, then I'm going to think you're entitled. So in that way, I may not do it. I don't like when a woman asks me to do something. I'd rather do it on my own. And if I don't do it, that means I didn't want to do it. But some women like, are you going to open my door? Okay. Are you going to make me a sandwich? I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like, are you going to open my door? Are you going to buy me flowers? What do they like to say? Are you a real man? Are you going to a real man? They have all these weird sayings. And it's like, okay, are you going to do this for me? Like, no, why should I do that for you? Exactly. So why should I open your door? Like open your own door. What are we talking about? Danny says, I'm short, not into alpha male monkeys of modern ages. Jeez, Danny, she's spicy. Ooh, Danny. Jeez. Oh, Danny is spicy. Danny sounds spicy. Oh my gosh. Says not into alpha male monkeys of modern ages. Dang. Oh, Danny, you're spicy. I can tell. Danny is spicy. Yep. She says I can cook sandwiches. It's easy. Yeah, it's easy, but women don't want to do it. Women see it as slavery. When it comes to a man paying bills, it's not slavery. But when it comes to making a man a sandwich, then it's slavery. Then it's like you're not a maid. The double standards. So men are saying like it's not fair, right? Like why should I? When you want me to pay bills, it's not slavery. I'm not a maid, but when you're supposed to make me a sandwich, then I'm a maid. Right. But Danny, man, I just want to thank you. I don't think maybe one time, but this could be the first time I've seen a lady in my chat live stream. So Danny, I just want to take this moment to thank you. You're probably one of the few 3 or 4 women who watch my channel. I know there's another lady, I forget her name, but she's usually on my videos commenting. I forget her name. But yeah, just a few of you. But maybe when I get bigger, I'll go from 2 women to 6 women. But shout out to you, Danny. Anyway, man, this was a live stream for you guys. Next week, next Sunday, I have brother Black Therapist. I like to call him Black Therapist because that's how some people know him. But brother Jeff St. James with Boogie. You guys can call in. You guys can call in. I'll put the link down below if you guys want to call in. Danny, you're invited next Sunday. I have a Black Therapist, a guy. You probably have seen him going viral somewhere on YouTube. You can call in if you want to ask him any questions on how to be a wife or what you don't understand about men. You have to be on camera though, but I'll put the link in the chat if anybody wants to call in. Next Sunday is going to be fire. 2 p.m. Eastern next Sunday. So as you're leaving, thank you. Danny says men can't afford me. Have to pay for me. Yeah, I guess that means you're expensive. You sound expensive, Danny. Anyway, shout out to the stream. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video. Shout out for supporting your boy, Boogie Army. We are out. Peace.